But one of the problem with them is that if I insert the inner section here, and if I again try to insert the inner section within this, that was not possible. That is completely very easily possible with Elementor Container. Elementor containers are the newest way of creating websites using Elementor. If you have been creating website for a while now using the Elementor, you must be familiar with the terms like sections and columns, and you have been using them to create the layouts. One of the limitations with them is that you cannot create the complex layout using those, and if you even try to achieve the complex layout, you will certainly face some hurdles, and you feel like it is very difficult to create the complex layout using the columns and sections. So here in this video, I'm going to show you that how you can create some of these layouts using the newest feature in Elementor, that is containers. If you want to learn that how you can create this kind of website using Elementor containers, then without further ado, let's get started. So for now, I assume that you are already familiar with this method of creating videos, where you have to click on this plus icon and you will have the option to choose between the structure of your columns. So for example, I choose this structure, and I will then be able to add the paddings and margins here, just like this. And after that, what I can do is to drag some elements in there, like the text box, the images and the buttons. That was just how you were creating the website till now. Remove it from here. Now if I insert one more button here, I'm not easily able to align this button next to each other until and unless if I click on this one and go to advanced settings there, and then the width I select inline, and for the same thing I go here and select inline. This was the only way to make the inline buttons there using the Elementor section and container, and this wasn't really that much good here. Also, there was no any option to choose the anchor or the link for the entire column or entire section. These are some of the things that are not possible with Elementor containers. So before we dive into the video for Elementor container, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you will always get notified whenever I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started now. So the first thing that you want to do is to go to the WordPress dashboard of your website, and once you are in the WordPress dashboard of your website, make sure you have Elementor Pro version installed on your WordPress based website. I already have Elementor Pro 3.9.2 installed there. From here, what I want to do is to go to Elementor, and then I want to click on this settings here, and then from here I want to click on this experiments here. From there, I'll see this option flexbox container, so simply click here and then choose active, and then you can hit save changes. Once you will do that, Elementor container will now be available for your website, and you can easily use the Elementor container. So that now we have this Elementor container activated on our website. What I want to do is to go to the pages section here, and then I will create one page here. So I'm using the Cadence theme here. I have created this page that is labeled as containers, and now I want to click on this edit with Elementor button here. So this is actually the page that I have created. So if I show you now, if I click on this plus icon and if I click on this plus icon here, you will see that we have kind of like similar kind of layout or the structure it is suggesting us for here, but the only difference is now we have direction here. In order to work with containers, you must be very well aware with two terms. One of them is direction and one of them is alignment items. So if you are familiar with direction and align items, then you are good to go. Otherwise, in this video, you will learn that how this direction and align items work. So let's just start by replicating this section here using the container. This one is already created using containers, as you can see. But for now, I'll show you that how I created this section using the Elementor container. So the first thing that you want to do is to click on this plus icon, and once you click here, click on this plus icon, and then from here I want to choose this layout. So I have chosen this layout. In the first column, what I want to do is to copy this text. As you can see, this one is heading widget here, so I'll copy this heading widget from there. I'll paste this one here, and I'll copy this heading widget as well, and I'll paste this here also. Now we have two heading widgets here. Now I want to copy one of the image here, there, and now I want to choose the image from my media library. So this is the image that I want to use, so I'll click on insert image, but now you can see this is a very big image. So what I want to do is to reduce its height, and from the object fit I want to choose cover, and I'll increase the height to something like 450 pixels or maybe 550 pixels. Now I want to add some border here, so I'll add the border. I'll choose the border color, and then I'll add the border here for the 5 pixels. Then for the border radius, what I want to do is to add 40 pixels of radius at the top and 40 pixels at the bottom. Alright, now we have kind of like this container here, but now let's see that how we can increase the height and width in the container. Alright, so once you will click on these 6 dots here, you will see the properties for your container. So the first thing that you have is the width. That was same with the Elementor sections and columns. With the width you can increase the width, so I generally use 1200 pixels of width so that it remains a bit wider. Then this option is now something that you generally will use when you will start working with containers. So for the minimum height, I'm gonna choose something like 550 pixel. So what it will do is to increase the height of this section. You are not able to view any changes for now. It's because I think the section height is for more than 550 pixel now. However, if I increase this value to 750 pixel, now you can see that we have this white space down here. But all of our content is aligned toward the top. Now there is a concept for your direction and alignment. So if I click on this container here, you will have this option direction and this align option. So in the direction, if I click on row horizontal, you can see that everything is aligned now horizontally. But if I choose this vertical, everything is aligned vertically here. This one is for reverse row. So if I click here, this text will move up just like this. This one is row but in reverse, and this one is reverse column. Now we have this text above and this is at the bottom. Want to keep this as column. Now from here we have justify content. So in the justify content, you have the option to start, that is at the top. Then you have the center. Now you can see that all of the content is aligned toward the center, and if I choose this, and it is aligned at the bottom. Other than that, you have this option space between. If I click on here, you can see that we have equal space here, and then if I click on space around, we have the space around both of these text widgets here. And then if I choose space evenly, it will evenly distribute the space between the elements within your container. So for now I want to keep this as center. Then you have these alignment options. So in this you have the start, that is left. Then you have center. You can see this text is aligned in the center. Then you have the end, this is the end, and then you have end, this is end, and then you have this stretch. So this is stretch. You cannot actually see it, but this is actually how this works. I want to keep this towards the left side for now. Then you have gap between elements. So if I increase this gap, so maybe if I make it 50 pixels, you will see the gap between these two widgets will increase. So by default, Elementor gives you 20 pixels of gap. So I want to keep this as 20 pixels for now. Alright, now what I want to do is to align this image in the center as well. So using the same rule, I'll click on this container here, and then from here I'll click on this justify content in the center. So now you can see it is aligned in the center now. Next up, what I want to do is to create these number counters. So for that, what I want to do is to drag one more container here, and then within this container, I want to copy this already styled number counter. Then I want to copy the second one, and after that I'll copy this third one. Now you can see we have these 3 number counters, but in this case we have all of them distributed horizontally. So for that it is very easy. I'll click on this container, and then from here I'll choose the direction horizontal, and here you can see this is horizontally aligned now. So you don't have to worry about the widths and everything as you were keep worrying if you were using the sections and columns in Elementor. With the container it is really very easy. Now here you can see I have this different kind of background behind this number counter. So what I did was I click on main section, then I went to style, then this gradient. In the gradient I'll choose the first color. So the first color I'll choose this lighter background, and for the second color I'll choose this color here. Alright, next up I wanna adjust the locations just like this. So here you can see we have the same effect here. This is how you can actually create these kinds of sections using the containers within Elementor. Alright, let's create another section using the container. So I'll remove this container from here. Now we have this container here. So generally speaking, if you were creating this one using the section and column, what you might do is to create one section with 2 columns, or maybe one section with 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and you will increase the width of first column, and then you will adjust the width for the other 3 columns. But when you are using container, you will do it differently. So if I click on this plus icon here, and if I now choose the same 2 columns or 2 sections container here, in the first one I want to copy this text that I already have stylized. So I'll paste this text here, and in the next one I want to copy the image box widget that Elementor have. So this image box widget will go here, and if I remove this from there, and if I'll simply adjust the content or the title font size to something like 20 pixels, so I'll make it 20 pixels here, and for the font I want to use a different font. So let me check quickly what font I used there. So there I have Josephine Sans, so I'll use the Josephine Sans, or however you pronounce this one. There we have Josephine Sans. I'll change its color, and then I want to use one image there. So for the image, I already have uploaded these images. I'll copy this image and I'll select this image here. Alright, and now I want to change this heading text, so I'll copy this heading text and I'll then paste this heading text here. So now we have this one created. I'll duplicate this and I'll once again duplicate this one. Now again, the super easy part, click on edit container, and this time once again I'll choose row horizontal. And here you can see we have this one horizontally aligned, but now the image sizes are very small. It is because by default when you use an image box widget, the width for the image remains 30%. You can increase this width, so maybe like 70% here. So I'll copy this and I'll paste their styles here. Now I want to align them in the center. So in the align items, center. So now you can see these are aligned in the center. Now I want to increase the height of this section just like this one. This time I want to keep this as 400 pixels. Now you can see it is the 400 pixel, but now this text is aligned at the top. So I want to click on this container, and this time I want to use this justify content center. And now you can see we have this section created in the same manner. So I hope by now you already understand the concept of direction and alignments for the containers. I assume that you already understand this, and by using the same concept of direction and alignment and the justify content settings here, you will be able to create all of these sections within Elementor. I'll also create another video about how you can create this parallax effect within Elementor without using any third-party plugin, so you might like to check out this video as well. So I hope you have learned something new from this video. If you have learned something new from this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you will always get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.